that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber or a long-time subscriber, then hey, big. And if you're not a new subscriber or a long-time subscriber, then you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Iyanla Fix My Life featuring Shay Johnson, also known as Bucky. Okay, Bucky got that name way back when she entered the reality land with Flavor of Love. Okay, so she came on this show. She wrote Iyanla. She wanted to get on the show regarding some issues that she's been having with her mom. She also wanted to bring her brothers on because she's had issues with them, and they've also had issues with their mom, unbeknownst to her. So one of the first individuals to arrive to the home is her mother, Sandra. Okay, Iyanla meets with her. They go sit down and they begin to talk. Iyanla tells her, girl, did you know that you got issues with all three of your kids? And her mama like, girl, I thought it was just Shay. She was like, girl, no, it ain't just Shay, honey. It's like all of them. She was like, oh, really? Iyanla said, yeah, girl, but we're going to get into it. Just give me a second. So although her mom was taken back, she immediately went into the issues that she had with Shay. She feels as though some of the issues took place with Shay way back in middle school. So back in middle school, Shay got caught smoking on cigarettes or whatever. Her mama walked in, called her. Okay, Shay cussed her mama out. She fled the house. She was gone. She started reaching out to family members and everybody trying to see if she can get back home. Her mama was not going to let her back in the house at all. Okay, I don't know if I could have been that type of parent where I just would not allow. I think her child was like, I think Shay was 13 at the time. I don't think that I could just not let my child back in the house, but I don't know what other incidences took place prior to that. Okay, I don't think I could just kick my child out. Now, when they came back, okay, it was gonna be some repercussions for their actions type thing. Okay, you don't just run away. You don't pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It seems like she just let her do what she wanted to do, and she never had the situation rectified or anything. And I mean, and she it was like she let Shay run away, and her mama was also running away from being the mother of her. So I don't know, that was weird. Which is kind of what Iyanla was saying. Iyanla was like, well, where is the correction? And I'm over here like, where was it, girl? Because I'm a bit confused. I just couldn't do that, okay? Where was the correction for Shay? Her mom speaks on thinking that things spiraled out of control when she would divorce their dad. You know, that's when things kind of started to take a change or a turn for Shay, and that's when Shay began to act out and her attitude started to flare up or whatever. So Iyanla decides to call Shay's mom to the carpet about a few things that she said. Her mama was in complete denial. She didn't want to admit anything of what she had to say. Like, just, girl, I ain't say that. That wasn't me. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? You said that, okay? Y'all said pull the tapes, honey. So she had these cue cards, and one of them said she's a demon from hell, speaking on her daughter, but her mama was like, I ain't never say that about my child, girl. You got the wrong one. And Iyanla said, no, boo, I have the right one, and I'm looking at her right now. Roll that beautiful baby footage. So they played it back, and the mama felt as though they chopped it. Now, according to production, they tried to clean it up, but they did chop it. But I was with Iyanla because Iyanla said at the end of the day, did you say it? Did you say it? Did you say it? Because had you not said it, it would not have been enough. It wouldn't have been nothing for them to condense or do anything with had you not said it, okay? So you still call, whether it was a demon from hell or not, you still called your child a demon. Like, let's just acknowledge that. So we can see that Shay's mom has had issues tremendously with acknowledging her fault in things. So that's, you know, and we'll get into that, but that was really interesting, and I could start seeing how her and Shay are the same. One and the same. Shay gets a lot of her behavior straight from her mama. In addition to the fact that one of the reasons they probably get into it is because her mom won't take ownership for a lot of things. She doesn't want to acknowledge a lot of stuff, which furthermore likely frustrates Shay. And it's like, girl, I'm over here trying to tell you, and you don't want to listen to me. You don't want to hear me. You don't want to this or that, which causes Shay to act out even more. Okay, so Shay finally arrives. You know, Iyanla sends the mama away. She probably got her homework or whatever. Shay arrives. Shay is looking in this distorted mirror. It has all these little post-its or whatever around it, and she's supposed to say a few things about herself and tell us what she sees in this mirror. Although the mirror is completely distorted, Shay says she sees a successful, beautiful businesswoman and all this other stuff. And Iyanla like, girl, that's what you got? That's what you got from that over there, honey? Okay, now, when Shay came, okay, of course she had her breast showing. She had a top that she literally was busting out of, okay, because she couldn't close it where her breast was. And then she turned around and she had it open in the lower part, okay. So I don't know what Shay was going for, but a cute little covered blouse would have been nice. She's still seeing this as a reality gig, okay, reality TV gig, okay. She gonna come, whatever, girl. I mean, she could have chosen a better attire, but aside from all of that, okay, Iyanla called her out for it, but aside from that, she asked her what she saw. Shay repeated exactly what she saw: successful business, beautiful businesswoman, whatever. Iyanla said, that's what you get from all of that? And she was like, yeah. And she said, even though it was distorted, that's what you got. And Shay was like, yeah. Iyanla tells her, girl, you see things as you want to see them and not as they are. And I was like, that is true. I agree with that. I believe that. And the reason why I say that is because when you see Shay on these shows and she's chosen these men and these men haven't chose her, you know what I'm saying? She gets irate. She gets flabbergasted. She wants to fight. She wants to do this. She wants to act like da-da-da-da. And it's like, but you saw it for what it was when they were showing you right in your face what it is. But you chose to see exactly what it is that you want to see, and then you turn around and you get your feelings hurt, but then you want to be mad at other people. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was really interesting of how she laid that out with the whole distorted mirror thing. So they speak on her mom, her relationship with her mom. She says her and her mom, they're not great at communicating. They're terrible at it. Iyanla calls to the carpet once again some of the things that her mom says or whatever. And Shay says, yeah, her mom would never admit the fact that she told her she wished she would have had 3 boys and not 2 boys and a girl. Okay, she will never admit to that. Shay says that she wishes she would have gotten the same love from her mom that she got from her dad, okay? And her brothers ended up saying the same thing, that they wish they got the same love from their mom than they did from their dad, but their dad was outside of the home. So to me, it's kind of like, it's easier for him to just pick up the phone and call you and did it and see you, because it's like, how much amount of time is he really spending with y'all? He ain't gotta wake up every morning, get y'all dressed, make sure y'all eat, make sure y'all, you know, clean up, make sure y'all take care of yourself, y'all looking right, looking together, and also making sure he put together as well, sending y'all off to school, making sure y'all not missing school and doing what y'all gotta do, staying on task, gotta come home, provide these bills and all this other stuff, right? You know, so it's easy for him to just be like, I love y'all, and it's easier for him to just hop on that phone real quick. Let me have me a quick little 10-20 minute phone call with my kids and then hang up and go about my business. And I want to believe that's how it was, because none of them really mentioned the relationship of when they would really be around their dad. They would just talk about how he showed so much love even though he was so far away, but you were in the home. Yeah, but did it ever occur to y'all, and probably not because you guys were kids, but as adults, did it ever occur to y'all that she had a lot of weight on her shoulders as a single mom, despite him being in the military or whatever he did, you know what I'm saying, and try to compensate financially, but she's a single mom. So she battling whatever issues she got going on, her own childhood trauma, on top of trying to raise y'all, you know. But it was interesting. It was a really good, it was a pretty good episode. It started off good. In the middle, it was a bit shaky, okay, but it ended up very well. So the mom comes out, both of the sons tell her they have an issue, okay. The mama didn't really know how to receive that. Iyanla said, girl, okay, take it in, accept it, receive it, okay, channel it, and we're gonna bring you back to show you how to address it. So the mama has to leave. She brings Shay in. Both of them pretty much let her know, like, girl, you're rude and disrespectful, and I don't think you know just how disrespectful you are. She wanted to say something. Iyanla said, no, you can't say nothing, okay? Hold what you got. Okay, hold what you got, accept it, okay, channel it. I'm gonna place you somewhere. We're gonna show you how to respond to it. We'll bring you back. Shay wasn't trying to hear none of that. She tried to say something to her brothers, and she got really embarrassed when Iyanla checked her in front of her brothers. It was like, didn't I tell you not to say that? Why would you do that? Why would you say something? So she pulled Shay in another room, okay? She's trying to tell Shay, you know, about the process. This is what you gotta go through. This is what you gotta deal with, Shay not trying to hear it. She's feeling as though you not being fair. You're not allowing her to say what it is she wants to say, but they get to say whatever it is they want to say to me. No, that's not how it goes. That's not how I roll. I don't appreciate that at all. And Iyanla is just like, girl, that's not what's tea. So all in all, Shay was like, F this, I'm finna leave. F you and your process. She gets in the car, and Iyanla walks up to the car like, this is what we're gonna do. Because, sweetheart, you called me, baby. I didn't call you, okay? I didn't call you. Shay's like, girl, you're not finna sit up here and have me looking like a fool. That's just not what we finna do. Y'all said, baby, you already looking like a fool. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You already looking like a fool. And I said, come on, Iyanla. Hand clap, because in my opinion, you did look like a fool. How are you gonna write this lady and ask her to help you with a process, to help you get to a certain place with your family, but when it's time to do that, you don't want to deal? People be killing me. Y'all be writing this lady to go on her show. You get on her show, but then you don't want to go through the necessary steps that it takes. You know what I'm saying? To get through the process or whatever it is you need for your healing. Iyanla she pretty much always give people a disclaimer ahead of time. It's probably gonna be a time you ain't gonna like me. Okay? It's probably gonna be a time you don't want to hear what I gotta say and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm sure all of these therapists on these shows that they do, whether it's marriage boot camp or when Dr. Ish on marriage boot camp or Big Fat whatever and all this other stuff, I'm sure they all had to deal with this, because when you have to confront what's going on with you, like, you'll shut down. And some people may just shut down and get quiet, and some people shut down may look like they just lashing out. And I feel like that's what Shay's was. She was lashing out. And girl, that's your problem. You're not gonna put your issues off on me. Okay, girl. So that was on her. But Iyanla had me screaming when Iyanla said, girl, you could go. And she ain't ever got to come back. You hear me, girl? She could come back and bring Jesus with her. And she ain't coming through them gates. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal. I'm too old. I'm getting too old, y'all. I'm getting too old. Okay, I don't know who this girl thinks she is, but it ain't me. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna deal. So I was here with Iyanla. I was screaming. I thought it was hilarious, and I ain't blaming Iyanla not one bit. When Iyanla sat down with Dr. Neves, they both said the same thing of what we already know. Same thing I've been saying as I was watching it. Dr. Neves was like, it's funny that she would act in the manner that she did, because this is what she wrote us about. This is the exact behavior she came here to change, and she not trying to change it. Okay? She always feels like she has to have a reaction to every action. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a no action is a reaction, you know, but that's on Shay. So Shay brothers ended up, even though she was gone, they ended up getting closer in their relationship. You know, MJ ended up telling Dr. Joe about what he felt when his brother left and went off and pursued his life and did whatever he was doing. MJ felt left behind. At times, MJ felt compared to his brother. And when he was successful, he felt like his mama didn't even acknowledge some of those things, you know. But I loved how Iyanla made them hug on each other, love on each other. And Dr. Joe, who is also a counselor, actually, you know, he's a counselor as well. And her brother is an actual doctor. He has his PhD. I believe he got it from FAMU or something like that, somewhere in Florida. But he was pretty much letting his brother know, like, I didn't know. You know, I didn't even consider how you felt me things being my younger brother. I just knew what it is I wanted for myself. I was trying to get out the hood. I was trying to get out the circumstances. I didn't want to be stuck where I was. I was just thinking about me trying to fight, but it had nothing to do with you. You know, he was focused on himself, but it was a really great moment. They both cried. They both shed tears. They hugged on each other. And what I loved was that Iyanla told them, get up, get up, get up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And had them go outside to walk it off. And who did they have? They had nobody but each other. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you go through something emotional like that and you walking outside, you're going to confide in each other more and talk more. And I just felt like that was like really good for their relationship. Really, really good for their relationship. So, I mean, I really liked that. I liked how she brought the mother out, allowed the mom to be receptive to what her children were saying, what their issues were, you know, and how she just went over across the table and just loved on her sons. You know, I thought that was really, really good. I enjoyed it. You could see the mama was really trying as well. So I'm like, Shay, you should feel stupid. Your whole family in here getting the healing that they need. Okay, it may not be everything that they need for all of the trauma they may have dealt with all their life or whatever, but this is definitely a start. Okay, and you're not even here for this. Girl, you should feel dumb. And if you don't come back to this house and continue to be a part, then you're only going to feel further and further outside of the family circle. So, girl, you probably be out here alienating yourself. Dr. Joe's wife shows up, so Iyanla set up some nice dinner. She's gorgeous. She's also a doctor as well. I believe she's also a doctor in counseling. So she comes, they're having dinner, talking to each other. Iyanla wanted them to have that one-on-one time, and I'm really glad that she did that. She's a very beautiful lady. Meanwhile, you got Sandra and MJ on the phone, okay? They on the phone with Shay trying to get Shay to come back, okay? Shay over here like, I ain't gonna come back and she finna sit up there and think she finna make me look like a fool. I'm not finna do all that. Nah. It ain't fair. You ain't finna sit up here and tell me that I can't say that. And I'm like, Shay, girl, you are defeating the entire purpose, honey. And so her mom, I loved how her mom approached the situation. Like, listen, I want you here. Me. Mama wants you here. I'm gonna hear you. I'm gonna hear you. I'm not gonna come at you. I'm not gonna come down on you, Shay. I just want your word that you're gonna show up for me, because I'm gonna be here for you. And I really appreciate her mom saying that to her. And Shay was like, I'm gonna think about it or whatever. Girl, you better think about it. So Dr. Joe and his wife get a chance to sit down and they talk about some things that's been going on with them. She has 2 sons. He's so focused and so driven by work that he's not putting the focus on his family as well. Like, work gonna always be there, but your family may not. So you need to figure out the balance, okay? And always be able to give them more attention than what you're giving that over there. So it was a good talk, you know. Hopefully their relationship is on the up and up or whatever. So we'll just see about that with Dr. Joe and his wife. So hopefully, I believe her, I can't remember her name. I thought it was Sandra, but that's his mom's name. But hopefully they come together and they make that work for them. Now, here go the family meeting, okay? Iyanla sitting around, everybody enjoyed the meeting, everything was going good. Shay decided she was gonna come back. Iyanla told him straight up, honey, I'm not gonna be here, okay? I already told y'all she crossed the line with me, okay? And you don't get to do it twice, not with me, okay? So Dr. Joe, I'm gonna ask that you facilitate this. He facilitated it beautifully, if you ask me, okay? Iyanla said, I'm not. Shay came in, Shay sat down. Iyanla said, Shay, you're gonna get the opportunity to speak to your family, but I'm gonna tell you right now, based on your actions yesterday, baby, you don't get to speak to me. And I was like, Iyanla, girl, now you was wrong for that. Now, how you get to speak to her, but she can't speak to you, girl? You was wrong for that, honey, okay? And it was quite comical. Please hear me, all right? So Joe went around and he just pretty much said his piece and asked her to forgive him. Her brother went around, said how he's MJ went around, said how he's misunderstood her or whatever, asked for the forgiveness. The mama apologized for her actions, not listening, whatever, asked that she forgave her. And I loved it because Shay tried to act like she was so tough. She has issues with being vulnerable, and I know she gets that from her mom. But Shay was trying so hard to be tough, but when she looked at her mama eyes and to hear her mama say that, you could tell that broke her down just a bit. And I was glad to see that, like, okay, it's penetrating, it's touching her. And then even in that moment, she started to realize, like, I didn't even say what it is I need to say. Like, what I took from it is that she needed to apologize to Iyanla. She needed to acknowledge her actions and how she handled Iyanla. But she definitely felt like they both said things they should not have said. And I'm like, girl, no, that was just you. That was just you, because you ain't know how to receive it. That was just you, Shay, okay? You definitely should have apologized to that lady. But I also think, even if you didn't, Iyanla knows that her job was done based on how Joe led the conversation. Another thing that I love that Joe did, when it was all said and done, and she spoke her piece, you know what I'm saying? I believe she even apologized to her family or whatever it was. He had her, because MJ said, well, what are we going to do now, big brother? What are we going to do to solidify this moment, you know, in our family? And Dr. Joe was like, we're going to do something that we don't always do. We don't always show affection. So he had her go to the front of the table, and each one of them took a turn hugging on her and loving on her. And that's what they needed. They haven't done that as a family. You know, they don't even really give hugs or love on each other or do any of that. So that was really good to see. And I hope that being on this show was really, really helpful for the family. Even though Shay wasn't there, I hope even watching the show now, she's able to see a lot and learn a lot. And I hope that this has changed their family relationship for the better. And Iyanla also mentioned something earlier on. She was like, I find it interesting that your mama is the one here, but y'all daddy not. Y'all should have brought him too. Because why did he leave? I know they divorced, but what was going on in the marriage that caused her to divorce you? Why would you even allow that to happen as our dad? You know, I don't know what was going on, but obviously their mama was dealing with that, which prevented her from fully loving and being there for her kids how she should have been. You know, so it's like, y'all should have brought him and got that up out of him too. All right, maybe y'all could have did a little bit more healing or whatever, you know. But overall, the episode was really good. And I can appreciate the fact that although Shay walked away, Shay turned around, she came back, and she finished it up. And I can appreciate that. But you guys leave your thoughts and comments below about how you felt about the episode with Shay Johnson being on Iyanla Fix My Life. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.